सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटिप्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं पुंसां महापातकनाशकम् महापातकनाशकम्। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। Vibhishan Gita we are seeing. Today is the fourth session of our Vibhishan Gita. Last week we had Ram Navami, Ramji's Jayanti. So we discussed some quality about the Raghu dynasty, because in the first line of this Vibhishan Gita, the word came Raghubir. Okay, Vibhishana is worried in his heart. He saw Lord standing barefooted and Ravana is fully equipped with the chariot. So he had doubt that what will happen to Bhagwan. Then he starts that Ravanu Rathi Biratha Raghubira, and that Raghubira point we thought little bit elaborately. So Raghubira means that dynasty is so great. Okay. So what was the qualities? Briefly I will tell. Ajanma Shuddhanam. Whole life they are Shuddha, pure, no wrong intention. Okay, about others' wives, others' wealth. Ajanma Shuddhanam. They are very pure. Afalodaya karmanam. Till they achieve result, they don't stop. Do not stop till you reach your goal. This is their dynasty. Afalodaya karmanam. Next is Asamudra Shirishanam. Means the Rama, the dynasty of Rama, they protected their kingdom till the Samudra, the edges of our India. So they have very nicely ruled their kingdom. So they did not lost any part of our India. So that kingdom was as it is. Next was Anaka Ratha Vartmanam. Means their Ratha can go up Swarga. Nobody will stop them. That much was the Adhikar. Next, Yatha Vidhi Hutagninam. They would do all their kriyas as per the rules of Shastra. We saw the example of Dashrath Maharaj. Then yatha kama archita arthinam. Yatha kama archita arthinam means whatever a yachaka will ask, they will give that. Okay. That Kautsa student's story we saw. Then yathaparada dandanam. As per aparadha is there, that much will be the punishment. One punishment for all, this is not there. Different punishment by seeing the intention of that person. Okay. Then yatha kala prabodhinam. Yatha kala prabodhinam. They wake up on right time. They do all things on right time. Tyagaya samvrutarthanam. Tyagaya samvrutarthanam means for they collect money in life, but for the sake of people, not for their own sake, not out of selfish motive. Yashase vijagishunam. Vijagishunam means they want win over somebody, but for what? To protect their kirti. Okay, that name and fame, that name fame should not convert into ill fame. So they want yash, victory. Prajaya gruha medhinam, and they take gruhasthashram so that that clan, that lineage is continuing for that purpose. What are the other qualities? Shaishavebhyasta vidyanam. In childhood only they will learn all things. Okay. Yauvane vishayeshinam. They will gather vishayas in their young age. Vardhake munivrittinam. In the last period of their life, last age, they will be munivrittinam. They will like a sannyasi. Okay. Yogi, and at the end, how they will depart from this world? Yogena ante tanutyajam. And by the yoga, they will give up their body. Okay. So these were the some qualities. What was the question? Nathan ratha nahi tana padatrana. You don't have chariot and you don't have footwears also. Kehi bidhi jitava veer balavana. And how you are going to win over this invincible Ravana? This was the question. So, and then he says, Sunahu Sakha. Sakhya Bhakti is the one notch down Bhakti from the Navavidha Bhakti. Okay, Sakhya Bhakti. After Sakhya, Dasyam Sakhyam Atmanivedanam. So today Hanumanji is Dasya Bhakti. Hanumanji is the acme of Dasya Bhakti. Arjuna is also acme, apex of Dasya Bhakti. And today Vibhishana also, Bhagwan is saying Sakha. Uddhavji also from Bhagavatam is Dasya Bhakti example. O Sakha, Sunahu Sakha, Kah Krupa Nidhana. And Bhagwan is actually here Krupa Nidhan. What an adjective given here. I don't know exactly how many means where it comes, but in Bhakti Shastra there are 25 types of Krupa explained by one Bhakta in Bhakti Sudha Grantha. 25 types of Krupa in Bhakti Sudha Grantha explained, and 25 just for namesake. Otherwise, Ananta Guna Krupa Nidhana Bhagwan is. Sunahu Sakha Kah Krupa Nidhana. And Bhagwan is saying, Jehi Jaya Hoi So Syandan Ana. Syandana means Ratha. I will tell you, or I will bring Jehi Jaya Hoi So Syandan Ana. I will tell you now what is the chariot which will definitely going to give me victory. If you see Bhagavad Gita also, Sanjay is definitely clearly telling Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha. So Bhagwan here also telling Jehi Jaya Hoi, definitely I am going to win over this. So that Syandana means chariot Bhagwan is going to tell. So how many types of chariot we thought? One is Vihar Ratha. So you go and wander here and then. Another is Yuddha Ratha, where you can actually go on Bhumi and you can fight war. And another is, third one is Dharma Ratha. So Bhagwan is going to tell what is Dharma Ratha. Now here on screen you can see, okay, you can see a chariot, because this chariot metaphor comes in many places. If you see our Kathopanishad, that from picture you can understand, you can figure out what actually that chariot means. So this chariot metaphor has come in different places and in different way. The same way it has come in Ramacharitmanas Vibhishan Gita also. So what Upanishad says, let us see that, and then we'll come to what it said here. Okay. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. You can see in that picture how that person is, how that Atma is watching towards that Buddhi. That person who is actually restraining all reins, that person is actually Jiva. You can see how he is struggling to restrain all his Pancha Jnanindriyas. And Atma is just sitting like this only and just watching. Drashta bhava is that he just watching that ahankara, whatever things he is doing. Okay. So what is this chariot? You can see in our Shastra, all metaphors, all concepts, they are not kept far away from us. Directly they are connected to our life. Otherwise, some people they explain big concepts, but there is no relevance in our life. So same way, if you see here, metaphor is explained, but it is so much relevant to our life. Okay. So first is Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. Rathi means here the charioteer. Atma is the charioteer. Different way it is said, but we can go by this our Shastra. Means it is not out of Shastra, but we can go by mantra. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. So Rathi means what? Who is not doing anything, who is just sitting. Rathi means not Sarthi. Atmanam Rathinam Vidhi. Shariram Rathamevatu. And this body is actually Sharira. This body is actually chariot. So chariot means body. Here Jivatma means that Rathi who is sitting in this body. Okay. Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi. And that intellect we are having, that is Buddhi. Buddhim tu Sarathim Vidhi. Manah Pragraham Evacha. And that reins you are seeing, that are all our minds, our vrittis. What are these sense organs? Indriyani hayanahuhu. This haya means horse. This all our sense organ. You can see seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. All these are our sense organ. Wild sense organ. Wild horses. All the time looking out for Vishayas. Okay. And mind. These many things are given here. Atma is given here. Buddhi, mind, all things are given. Okay. So this is from Kathopanishad 3.3 and 4th mantra. Atmanam Ratinam Vidhi, Shariram Rathamevatu, Buddhim Tusarathim Vidhi, Manah Pragrahamevacha. Like this mantra goes. Okay. So Buddhi will lead this Jivatma to moksha. That is why it is highly recommended that you should have knowledge, because this knowledge is going to liberate this Jivatma. Okay, this is clear. Now, our Swamiji, Bodhatmanandaji said, this Bhagavad Gita you see, this Bhagavad Gita actually idea taken from Kathopanishad. So he, Vedavyasa saw all these things and he thought who can be the best example than Krishna. And if Krishna is the Atma, then Arjuna will be the, if Krishna is the Sarathi, then Arjuna will be the person who is sitting in that chariot. Okay, so this also we have seen in Gita. Gita means what? This mantra is actually demonstrated. Demonstration of Kathopanishad is actually Gita. Kathopanishad, Gita, they are actually very close. So many mantras are directly copied from there to here. So they are actually close. Okay. So you can see 5 horses also here. Many places, the cover page of Bhagavad Gita, they show 4 horses. But if you see Chinmay Mission cover page, they show 5. Because this metaphor is as it is mapped here. As it is mapped here. So 5 sense organ, Arjuna means that Jivatma, Krishna means that Buddhi, and body means this Ratha. Okay, this way it is told. Okay, here if you see Upanishad and Gita, they don't explain much. So what are the wheels of this chariot? They don't explain. So this is the work of other acharyas. They will take up part from Upanishad and Gita, and they will elaborate more on that. In Gita, you will never know, nowhere you will find the chariot. What is the wheels of that chariot? What is the dhwaja of that chariot? All things are explained here because adhikari is different. Ramayanam, this grantha is very nice grantha where a ignorant person also will enjoy and a jnani person also will take delight in this grantha. Because when Tulsidas ji prayed to Bhagwan, he said, you make this grantha such that Jnani will also not feel, oh, they are just telling katha, katha after katha. And a ignorant person is there, a normal, common man is there, he should not feel, oh, there are many concepts. If you see our Vedanta, many texts are highly technical. Immediately will get bored. What is this all the time? Mithya, mithya, maya, maya. So this Tulsida Ramayanam, Bhagavatam is such that if you feel bored, little bit entertainment is there. If you feel only kathas are going on, in between Vibhishan Gita, Purajana Gita, many Gitas. Okay. So this Gita is actually demonstration of Kathopanishad. But some differences are there. And this is our Ramji's Ratha. You can see difference you can identify now easily. What I will not ask, but difference is one dhwaja is there, and here you can see one pataka and one dhwaja. So this Bhagwan is going to explain now to Vibhishana, and on the pretext of Vibhishana, to all of us. Bhagwan is going to tell. I will read just one stanza and we will see that. सौरज धीरज तेहि रथ चाका सत्यशील दृढ़ ध्वजा पताका बल विवेक दम परहित घोरे क्षमा कृपा समता रजुजोरे. We are in this third stanza. Here Bhagavan says, starts describing the Ratha, chariot, and this chariot is chariot of Dharma. Okay. Sauraja, Dhiraja, Tehi Ratha Chaka. What are the wheels of this chariot? Sauraja and Dhiraja. Valor and fortitude, these are the wheels of this chariot. Now you know what is this chariot. Chariot means our body. Okay, and how this body will move ahead on spiritual path, because if wheels are not proper, chariot will not move forward. Same way we are doing, we are in on this spiritual path. We should not take any decision if right away we don't get result. This is the thing. Dhiraja means what? You stay calm. We'll see how that we can see in the life of Hanumanji and all. Next sloka you can see, next slide. The warrior should have 8 qualities. Okay, out of these 8 qualities, only 2 qualities are taken here because that is matching with our metaphor. That it should match with our metaphor. Bhagavad Gita says 43 number shloka, Shauryam tejo dhrutir daksham युद्धे चाप्य पलायनम दानम ईश्वर भावश्च क्षात्र कर्म स्वभावजम. These are the 8 quality of a yodha kshatriya who can win over anybody if he has 8 quality. Nowhere you can see that chariot is described that he should have a chariot. No. Shauryam tejo dhruti daksham yuddhe chapya palayanam. Today I don't have time because of this internet problem. Otherwise, Shauryam, Tejo, we would have discussed. Okay, this 8 quality. Out of these 2 qualities I have highlighted, these are the 2 wheels, Shaurya and Dhruti. They are explained. And you can see it is not just explained in Bhagavad Gita, it is explained in Bhagavatam also 4:826. Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji writes, Shaurya means what? Shaurya means Shurasya Bhavaha. And Dhruti means Dharanam Sarvavasthasu Anavasadaha Bhavati. Okay. Shaurya means valor. Means you may not be equipped, but your inner voice or inner strength is such that you can fight with anybody. What do we lack in our life? Generally, generally we lack the inner strength. External strength can be there, and spirituality will always give you inner strength. Very rarely or almost no, spirituality doesn't give any external prosperity or external strength. It will always give you inner strength. That is shaurya, to face any challenge. No problem in our life is actually a problem, just we don't know how to solve that problem. That's all. If you don't know how to solve that problem, then problem will occur as problem. For example, drowning is problem or not? You cannot outrightly say yes, drowning is a problem. Drowning in water is a problem for whom? Those who don't know how to swim. So if you have ability to swim, you will easily swim in that water. Okay, you can jump in that water. Same way, problems are there, but problems are not problems only if you have that fortitude or strength to solve the problem. Then problems are no more problem. Shaurya means that you can have valor to fight with any problem, and if shauryam is there, you will move ahead on this path. You can see example of Tanaji Malusre. I had thought that I will explain very nicely all history, but fine. Tanaji Malusre, that Shivaji Maharaj was going from Panagarh to Vishalgarh, and they all were day and night running because enemy is running after them. So in at one point, what happened that all were very disappointed that how we will reach to Vishalgarh. Then Tanaji Malusre and other Baji Prabhu Deshpande, Baji Prabhu Deshpande said that Shivaji Maharaj, you go ahead, I will stop all people here. And they were just, very few people, like 300 or some 100 people. And that whole whole army was running after them. Baji Prabhu Deshpande, very few with few people, but that inner strength, Shaurya was so much that he thought, I will fight with any number of people. Till you reach Vishalgarh, I will be gone fighting with enemies. And it is said that Baji Prabhuji's head was chopped up and still his hand was fighting. Actually, it is said in our one of the Kadambari. It may be true because love for that king was so much, and passion and love for that Swarajya was so much. That is why that inner shaurya and strength was too much that with very few people, Baji Prabhu Deshpande could fight with so many army. Until Shivaji Maharaj reaches the Vishalgarh, he did not fail down, he did not fall on earth. So this is what actually Shaurya, so much valor. Tanaji Maluse also the same thing, Sinhagad. He fight with many people. Not that he had that kala and all. They had that all archery and other vidyas, other kala, how to sword. They had everything, but uh, still they had that love and passion for Swarajya and Shivaji Maharaj. So that brought valor in those people. If you see Hanumanji also, so much shaurya is there. Today is Hanuman Jayanti. We will see how Dhruti is there and bit life of Hanumanji. So these two qualities, Dhruti means what? Patience. You have decided I will reach that goal, and Anavasadah, you will never lose focus on your path. This is called Dhruti. Whatever goal you have undertaken now, you will not lose focus on that. You will not lose grip over that. Sometimes, we start some text, first 3 4 lecture we are very enthusiastic, and after 5 sloka we start losing grip on that text. So that dhruti means what? That enthusiasm, utsaha is every day same. There is no downfall in enthusiasm. You can see that in Hanumanji's case. When Ramji announced that you all monkeys are going to help me in searching or finding Sita Mata. So all were happy that yes, we are going to go for Bhagwan's work, and all were happy. And they started dancing what to do. They started jumping here and there. Yes, we will find definitely Sita ji. In the beginning, all were happy. But Hanumanji was, as usual, normal, chanting Lord Rama's name. And they started journey to find Sita ji. What happened? After 1 2 days, they continuously were searching Sita ji without food and water. And immediately after 2 3 days, they started feeling where is water and where is fruit. And so immediately they thought. So same way, we also start some goal in our life, and then we lose. We feel where is food, where is enjoyment. Our life is also like other monkeys. So Dhruti is not continuing. That is why we are not mm, going ahead on this path. If you see Hanumanji till he reached the goal, he was as is. He did not budge from his goal. You can see his life when he goes on that shore, and they start thinking, who will jump from here to Lanka now? Some monkey said, I will jump 5 miles. Some said, I will go 10 miles. Somebody said, I will go 15, but I cannot come back. So he said, what is the use of that? So Jambuvantiji was there. He told, there is one person, there is one avatar in our army, in our Vanar Sena. He can go in Lanka. Then all were actually astonished. Who is that person? Who is that person? Jambuvantiji said, Hanumanji is that person who will go to Lanka and will come back. And then Hanumanji said, yes, okay, I will go. So as he was going to jump, take a big leap from that shore to a Lanka, he bowed down to all people. Hanumanji prostrated to all monkeys, those who said, I will go 5 kilometers, I will go 10 miles. All of them he prostrated. So this is how you see Hanumanji's meekness also. Before going to start journey, start goal, Hanumanji said, Jai Shri Ram. And he jumped from that stone and he directly flew. Meanwhile, many distraction came. In that, first distraction was Mainaka Parvat. I am telling you how that consistency is there in Hanumanji's life. There is no budging from goal. That Mainaka Parvat came and she said, "You please rest on me for a while." Hanumanji just respected her. Say, "I will not rest. I have to do Rama's work." This whole story is related to our life. Hanumanji means we all are sadhaka. In us means Hanumanji. Okay. That Samudra means Deha Bhava. If we understand this much from this today's lecture, so much hodgepodge. If we understand this much is a great thing. We all are sadhaka. Hanumanji means sadhaka in us. That Samudra means Deha Bhava. And that in that Samudra, that Mainaka Parvat was residing. So that Samudra and that Parvata, they were family. They were in relationship. Some family was there. Family relationship. Same way, we are having Deha Bhava and our family members are there. Our family members will always tell us, don't do this much of spirituality, don't do this much of, don't attend so many lectures. Why are you attending so many lectures? Take rest. That Mainaka Parvat means family members. They will never say you go to pilgrimage, we will handle house for 10 days or one saptaha. So this is how that it is depicted in different way. Our life depicted in that Ramayana. Then they go ahead, Hanumanji goes ahead. Then Surasa Rakshasini comes. Surasa. And that Surasa was the Satvik Vigna. So when we take up any activity in our life, there is Satvik Vigna. Many Satvik Vigna will also come. Like good things, but they will interrupt my Shravana. Like giving food to people, serving to all people. This is Satvik work. But that should not disturb my this spiritual 1 hour class. I should be able to cover that 1 hour class anyhow. Not any good work should disturb it. So that Surasa came and she opened her jaw. Then Hanumanji also showed her how big I am. Then again she became double. Hanumanji became double of that Surasa Rakshasini. Then again she became double. And then Hanumanji again took a minute form, went into that Surasa's mouth and came back. Now Hanumanji said with folded hand, "Oh mother, now you have swallowed me actually. Let me complete my work and again I will meet you. I will see you." Means what? In our life, Satvik Vignas will come. When we have taken up activities, spiritual activities, Satvik Vigna will come. That time we have to give respect to them. We cannot totally avoid Satvik Vignas. Family member, we can tell, "Oh, I am not going to take rest." Okay. Aram haram hai, we can tell them. But when Satvik Vigna comes, you give respect to them. Hanumanji was moving ahead. Then one demon was there in that ocean. He would eat all the birds and all other things flying in the air. He would eat them. And he saw Hanumanji. Hanumanji. That Rakshasa is actually Tamasik Vigna. Tamasik Vigna. So what Hanumanji did? Hanumanji gave a big blow to that Rakshasa and that Rakshasa died there. Okay, you see how the teaching is given. In our life, Tamasic Vignas are there. You know, that actions we are not supposed to do, that Kriya, that things, that we will feel that, oh, what is harm in that, doing that? So we will do that. That is called Tamasic Vigna, which we are not supposed to. Like sleeping more or Alasyam, these all are Tamasic Vignas. So what Hanumanji did? Hanumanji destroyed that Rakshasa. So when, thank you. When Tamasic Vigna comes in our life, that time we have to destroy them. You see how the things are presented. When Satvik Vigna comes, you respect them. Don't neglect them. Good work should not stop. But at the time, I should not lose focus on my spiritual goal. Every day, 1 hour Shravanam, 3 malas, at least going to one temple, not now, but when we are free from this corona, when this lockdown is lifted, that time. Okay. So Hanumanji killed that Rakshasa. Okay, and then Hanumanji entered in Lanka. We know as he went in Lanka, he took a minute form, and there was Lankini, that Rakshasini, and she caught hold Hanumanji, and Hanumanji gave her one blow, but he did not kill that Rakshasini. But you see, in the case of Rakshasa, he killed that. Okay. So Hanumanji gave her blow and taught her lesson. So in that Lankini means Rajasik Vigna. In our life, Rajasik Vigna means what? When I have 8 o'clock class, same time I will have one activity standing in front of me, and I cannot exempt, I cannot bypass that activity. I have to do that. If you are a householder, then you have the dishes and all things. Our curriculum is fixed. Very few time we adjust other things in our curriculum, because that is our routine. Every day after eating, this time I wash dishes. So many work is there. That is called Rajasik Vigna. So you cannot kill Rajasik Vigna. Kriya you cannot stop. But Alasyam, Tamasik Vigna you can kill. You have to kill. Otherwise, rest half of the time will go in other things. Okay, then Lankini showed the path and Hanumanji went in that. What I want to tell, Dhruti you can see that enthusiasm is consistent. Okay, that is called Dhruti. Dharanam sarvavasthasu anavasadaha bhavati. And that is Hanumanji. Shiva Kasid, one example I have taken, this is from history, that Shivaji Maharaj was supposed to go in the, that one person was there, attackers, and he was about to catch hold our Shivaji Maharaj. But there was Shiva Kashid person who looked like a Shivaji Maharaj. And Shivaji Maharaj nicely dressed up him, and he knew that I am going to die now. But you see, he starts walking like Shivaji. He was looking like Shivaji, and he went in the midst of all that invaders. Okay. Then he did not have any fear in his heart. You can see that he know he is going to die, but that Dhruti, Dheeraj was there, that, oh, I am going to die, but I am going to die for my nation, for my king. So he was having that Dheeraj. Like Hanumanji, he was consistent in enthusiasm, was continuing. Same way, there was not any downfall of enthusiasm in Shiva Kashi's case also. And they understood this is not Shiva. They somehow again cheated with us, and Shivaji already escaped from our now field. Okay, but he knew, and they all people they killed Shiva Kashi. So this is actually great history. From history also we can learn. Bhagwan has opened up Vishwa Vidyalay. We say Banaras Vishwa Vidyalay, this Vishwa Vidyalay. No, this whole Vishwa is actually Vidyalay. From anything and everything we can learn some or the other thing. Shaurya and Dhruti, they are required to win over or win in battlefield. Same way, when we have spiritual goals in our life, Shaurya, that valor is required, that I will fight with my prarabdha. What we have to do? We have to fight with our prarabdha and at the same time increase our kriyaman karma. These two battles are going continuously. Fight with prarabdha, that requires shaurya. Many things will be coming. One after the other sorrow will be coming. You have to fight with shaurya. Daily challenges are there. Lockdown, many challenges. But you cannot give up your goal. You have to have shaurya, shura bhava in you. How that will come? Lord's name. All problems have one remedy now. If you are in Ramayanam, then Lord's name is the solution for all problems. One remedy for all problems. So dhairya you have to have, dheeraj, because right away you are not going to get all results. Whatever you want will not happen. So eventually it will happen. For that you have to have patience. Today is the means condition is such that patience are very less. Even I too also feel sometimes in my life, because we want results quickly, but doesn't nothing happens quickly. Actually, in practical life is concerned, nothing happens quickly. You have to have patience in all things. If you are a new joiner, patience. If you are a new speaker, patience. On each and every step, dhruti is required. Same way, next slide, Bhagwan says, if you want moksha, dheeraj is the important part. You see what shloka is telling? Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 25th shloka means shaurya and dheeraj are explained. Two chakas, two wheels are explained in this shloka. Yam hina vyathayante te purusham purusharshava samadukha sukham dhiram. So dhiram means dheeraj. And na vyathayante, I will not be knocked down by any sorrow in my life. Vyatha means problems. I will not be knocked down by any problems in my life. That is called shaurya. I will have eye on my goal. And dhira means I will be continuing with same enthusiasm. Somebody asked Lata Mangeshkar how your voice is, same, and how your voice songs are melodious every time. How many times I listen the same song or other new song, it is the same. Then Lata Mangeshkar ji told that person that whenever I sing a song, that my enthusiasm, my thinking is that I am singing the first song of my life. If you see, when you give talk, the first talk of your life, you are very enthusiastic. And on same topic, if you talk 10th time, your enthusiasm is low, and it doesn't come out very well. Same way, that enthusiasm, dheeraj, I will continuously will having the same amount of enthusiasm. Anirvinna chetasa, Bhagavad Gita says, without failure, you have to pursue your path. So that is called dheeraj. And we can see in Hanumanji's life, the moment Rama gave him the ring, till he reaches to Sita and coming back to Sita, the tempo of means that thought process and that mindset was the same. And valor was there. You can see, actually you should read today if it is possible, that when Ravana and Hanumanji Samvad happens, that time how Hanumanji talks with Ravana. Very bold talking. Hanumanji is nobody. He is in another country in front of invincible Ravana, very powerful, mighty Ravana. And Hanumanji was standing like this. Means he did not see down. He was standing like this, facing Ravana face to face. That is called valor. Because Hanumanji actually he was not supposed to do that, like facing Rama like that, Ravana like that. But that valor was there because Ravana was doing wrong thing and Hanumanji was bhakta. Okay. So this is about Dhruti and Shaurya. 5 more minutes I will take. Next is flag. You see, flag of Arjuna was one flag there, and that flag says that, or that flag indicates that you are still Vijay. Means you are not defeated yet. It is the insignia of victory. Okay. If that flag goes down, means you are defeated. Two flags are there on the chariot of Dharma. Okay. So what is that? Druda Dhwaja Sauraj Dhiraj Tehi Ratha and Satya Seal, truthfulness, and these are the two is different. Dhwaja is the long one, the bigger one. So Shwan longer one. So Satya, these are the Dhwaja Pataka. That doesn't down and Shila is, but to indicate, to map the, it is showing that truthfulness. Dharmaraja, he told half truth and half, false statement. To Swarga, his fell down on ground. Whereas then Arjuna said that because he said once half truth, false statement, wrong statement. Because of that, his finger. You see our life, how many times we truth and how many have told the untruth happen with us. Truthfulness. Satya has lot of, Satya will give you many things. You will achieve speaking Satya. That doesn't mean truth only, but truth also, and it speak language and truth also. On this, but right now, truth person. So that is there. That is one Subhashita, you that what is wealth and actually accounted. Like I am not spotlighted, I think, but fine. Ishu dhanam with going in abroad, new country. That time, what is wealth? That time your money is not wealth. That time your wealth. Very beautiful Subhashit. You go to abroad. That time they see how many skills you skills have. How is your those things wealth. You can accumulate wealth. You can accumulate wealth, but you have abroad. Some people they go general that Videsh, go to other country. When you transmigrate to time, dhanam vyasaneshu dhanam matihi, and when that time your money is not your wealth, intellect. How you can come out from that? You can see many wealthy world, but when they confront with a, are restless. That time money doesn't, their intellect are all problems. Paraloke dhanam dharma. If your secular knowledge is not, intellect is also will not work there. In higher, your debit card, merit, okay, merit card, dharma. But there is one is applicable everywhere, which is based that with the, okay, fine. If you go to abroad, you need, if you don't have knowledge, but you're so good, then you will get knowledge. Okay, if your character is good, then you don't know, from somehow you will escape. And when you go to other locus, character. So Sheelam Vai Sarvat. Good character is actually saw in adversity, in crisis, your intellect, when you go to higher world, merit. Sheelam Vai Sarvatra Dhanam. Your nature is your dhanam. My valor and fortitude as wheels. I am so truthful, so good that I know help will. Dhwaja and Pataka. So, and Sheila is Pataka. Are firm. She can shake that Pataka. So, your truthfulness, your good character. You will be tested by people, so sometimes by Santa Mahatma, by Gurus. So that is why Druda Dhwaja Pataka. Your good character and truthful shaken by anybody. Fortitude, dhi, and Pataka. In next class, we will see our horses. Okay, in next chariot. You know, in expansion or whatever we saw, Gita. So they did not. They just said, okay, 5 senses, but this is going in more oriented, sadhana oriented chariot. 4. We will see that in next. We will pray to Bhagwan. This should not happen again. This creates a rasa. When this creates a rasa. Today Hanuman ji is little bit. Hanuman ocean means deha bhava. Symbol will be hurdle in our life. Will come. We have to some nidra will come. We have to respect them. Good work you have. We have to respect that. And when Rajasic Vigna comes, listen. So in short, you can understand Rajasic Vigna, destroy them. Vigna, correct it. Correct them. So your life goes smoothly. And you need prarabdha in your life. Okay. Face. And this is for one wheel. Do you know again and again? You will not move ahead on this. Means you will get result. So continue with the enthusiasm. Satya seal, and you should not be shaken. Truthfulness. This much we saw today. Thank you. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnamasya Purnamadaya Meva Vashishyate. Shanti Shanti Harihi Yo Namaha Harihi Yo